Imagine a magical place in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean where 9 islands rise dramatically from the sea. These islands are called the Azores and was by far our favorite place we sailed to when we crossed the Atlantic. I am about to share with you 7 reasons why you might want to consider this your next travel destination. So come along and see how you can savor the flavor of Portugal without breaking the bank and get a feel for the warmth and generosity of the locals. Rich in history and captivating scenery ensures that there is something here for everyone. And make sure to stay tuned till the end of this video, as I will share some secrets with you that we wished we had known before our visit. One of the fun things about traveling is that we get to try local cuisine. And we always try to order some food and drinks that are from the area. And the Azores, they make their own wine, and they're known for their white wine especially. So I just ordered this wine, and it's a big glass, but he said it's not full enough, so he's gonna get another bottle to top it off. The first reason to visit the Azores is the food. We had to give bacalhau a try, which is Portugal's national dish. Although most of this dry cod isn't native to Portugal, the dish itself is. As a matter of fact, most of the bacalhau comes from the coast of Norway or Iceland, and some claim that it was introduced to Portugal by the Vikings, who came to Portugal to trade. Since every restaurant have their own recipe, we opted for the bacalhau burger. I'll say take a bite and see what you think. What is it, like a fish burger?
It's a fish burger.
If you can afford the calories, then their local cheese, bread and butter is a must. You'll find this served as an appetizer in most restaurants, or you can buy it at local markets and take home to enjoy. We were lucky to be gifted a whole bag of goodies from a local we met while we were there. That's just outstanding. This is you eat this every day, you're gonna leave Azores 10 pounds heavier.
Yeah, again, thanks Madalena.
Now, if you know anything about Portugal, you probably know about their famous pastéis de nata. This velvety sweet custard filling, surrounded by flaky crust, date back over 300 years when it was common practice at the convents to use egg whites for starching religious clothing. The leftover egg yolks were made into delicious pastries. Reason number 2 to visit the Azores is the climate. The Azores enjoy a subtropical oceanic climate, meaning summers are pleasantly warm while winters remain cool and rainy. The average temperature ranges from 58 degrees in the winter months to 72 degrees during the summer months, hence the intense shades of green. The people here are known for their warm hospitality, which is why this is number 3 on our list. The inhabitants of the Azores are mostly of Portuguese origin, with a strong connection to the land and sea. We got to experience that firsthand when we met Madalena and her dog Ginger. It didn't take long for our acquaintance to turn into a friendship, and Madalena and Ginger gave us a tour of the entire island of Faial. The fourth reason to visit the Azores got to be the volcanoes. Volcanic formations contribute to this unique landscape. Craters, sharp cliffs, and tall peaks can be seen in every direction. We carved out some time to visit Capelino's Volcano Interpretation Center. All right, now just one short little climb up to the top of that mountain.
In the sand.
In the sand. Every time we come up on another little peak, I'm starting to feel a little sense of respect for what's below.
There's not much land between the path and
No.
the precipice.
There's nothing. I mean, if you slide and you fall off the edge,
you're gonna keep going for a while.
you're not gonna make it.
Looks like we could take a shortcut and go right across there.
Oh yeah, right. Keep your eyes glued to the path. Don't step on the side of the path. There's nothing higher. Where's the American and the Norwegian flag? We need to plant it. That's what it feels like.
Right here's enough. No closer.
No closer. This is where the Capelinos volcano erupted in 1957 and 58, forming a moon-like landscape. The lighthouse and the underground exhibition center are both educational and scientific, where you can learn about volcanic eruptions as well as the formation of the Azores archipelago. So you see the birds are now a little bit below us. This is where they're nesting. And that one looks like a seagull. He's very concerned, so I think we should turn around not to disturb them. And we've been to the highest point, so now we're just kind of going down on the other side. So I think we can say that we've made it to the top and turn around.
Easier going down, isn't it?
Yeah, now we're like in gradual slope, but the sand here is very deep and it's loose. So you still gotta focus on what you're doing. At the bottom of the Capelinos volcano, you'll find Porto do Comprido, at the time the largest and most productive whaling station in the Azores until the eruption of Capelinos that began in 1957, which brings us to the fifth reason to visit the Azores.
So we're getting ready to go into the whaling museum. Here in the Azores, they don't whale any longer, but at one point it was a really big part of their culture. Monica and I have both eaten whale on many occasions in Norway. I don't know if the Norwegians still whale or not, but at least at one point recently they still did.
This factory began to operate in 1942 during the Second World War, a time when exportation of whale oil was at its peak.
This is where they would drag the whale up out of the water dead, but this is where they would do all the processing.
This massive sperm whale is on display along with facts about its anatomy as well as the Azorean whaling industry. The whaling industry dates back to the late 1700s, but it was American whalers that first arrived in the Azores to hunt sperm whales. The industry quickly caught on and became a big part of the Azorean economy and culture. By the mid-19th century, organized shore whaling had spread across the islands.
So there were spotters all over the island in small little huts, and they would spend their entire day scanning the water for signs of whales. And when they would see signs of whales, they would use these fireworks to alert the entire island and all the whalers that a whale had been spotted. And they would give additional information over the telephone, but they would continue scanning even after the whale boats were launched so they could help direct the boats to the whales.
And just in case you ever wondered...
Okay, Monica, how big is a whale's penis?
Well, let's find out. "163 centimeters. Reason number 6 to visit the Azores is the live fish station located in Porto Pim. The aquarium is housed in a historic building that was once used for cod drying and whale oil extraction. It has a heavy focus on promoting the Azorean sea's biodiversity and promotes environmental awareness and recovery of sensitive marine animals. So Via here explains that this aquarium here in Horta, what they're actually doing is that they're catching the marine life and then they're exporting the healthy marine life to other aquariums that use them
I guess for pleasure and maybe some
expositions like public aquariums, not really private because we are not sure how they're going to be treated.
Oh, right.
So it's mostly public aquariums, so we have some idea how they're going to be well treated and everything.
And you mentioned SeaWorld is one of them.
SeaWorld, we have the shipment on Monday for an aquarium on Ireland.
Oh,
so
wow. So it's all over the world.
All over the world. And tomorrow we're going to ship them to Dubai.
Oh, Dubai! Wow.
Yeah, roughly 100 and something fishes.
Wow.
So it's very expensive.
How do they get them over there? Is it by airplane?
So it's normally always by airplane. Sometimes if it's closer by, like Europe, we ship them on trucks like UPS or something.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
But when it's far places like Dubai, they also go by plane. So it's always the same trip.
And in addition to that, they also capture turtles here. And they take the turtles and they tag them and they release them if they're healthy. And they do have one turtle that you said was like 8 or 10 months old, and she's missing a fin.
Yeah, she came already without a fin. It's normal. If there's like some kind of infection or something, they usually lose them the member. This case a fin to preserve the rest of the body so it doesn't spread.
So she will be released as well at some point.
Yes, we are so good to see if she continuously eats well. She doesn't lose weight. If she can dive well. Those are usually the terms that we like to see to make sure she's going to survive well in the wild.
This was just so much more than I expected it to be, and I think it's really awesome that you're doing such a great job to help tag the turtles and release them, and you do a lot of good work. So
we're not the main responsible. The person responsible for this actual cluster project. You can look up on social media.
Okay.
They're more specific to turtles.
Yes.
We just keep them here and feed them everything, but they're the main.
I see. Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
So that was like one of the cooler things that's happened to us. So we got a private tour of the aquarium.
Yeah, B gave us a private tour of the aquarium and taught us what they do, and that was really cool.
The seventh reason to visit the Azores is all about the outdoors. Hiking on the island of Faial was an unforgettable experience and by far our favorite activity.
How are those thighs holding up?
Oh, they're burning a little bit, which is really good. I mean, what great exercise, right?
Yeah.
The trails cater to all levels of hikers, and although there are a lot of steep hills, they are for the most part well maintained, which makes it very doable. Expect to see breathtaking scenery from strategically placed viewpoints along the way.
These islands are stunning. It's just amazing. Everywhere you go, this is what you see.
And here are some tips that we learned along the way that we wish we had known before we went.
So we tried to go to a pizza place, but it's closed for lunch.
They typically eat dinner here. We found out around 7 is early. So 8 o'clock is or later is a normal dinner time for them.
Yeah, so instead we're going to try to eat at the fort. It looks like they've taken an old historic fort and turned it into a restaurant. So let's see.
Let's go and check it out.
As a matter of fact, restaurants close between 4 and 7 p.m. Expect this to be the norm. Should you find a place open during that time, they are probably catering to tourists. So, if you're looking for that local experience, you have to act and think like a local.
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. It's closed doors and their lunch is between 12:30 to 2:30, and then they don't open till 7. So we can't eat here either.
Not today.
Not today.
The Azores is a popular travel destination. There is so much to see, but if you want to feel like you're the only one there, all you have to do is seek it. There are plenty of expansive natural landscapes and secluded beaches where you can fully immerse yourself with the sounds of nature. When you are done eating, don't expect to get rushed out. The staff will leave you alone as long as you wish to enjoy a relaxing meal. When you are ready to go, you will often find that you pay at the counter, and although tipping is appreciated, it is not expected. And keep in mind that average tipping is below 10%. And last but not least, you cannot go to the Azores without indulging in their local cheese, wine, and bread. And with all those amazing trails around every bend, you will burn those calories in no time.
That's just outstanding.
So we made it to the top.
How many steps?
You were counting the steps.
No.
No, come on. We gotta do it again.